And Woody likes the crooked cock.
Undefeated, undisputed champion.
We'll see how he does. I'm convinced he's due for a loss, and just not convinced this guy can give it.
I mean, he's definitely due for a loss.
Yeah, okay. And the other thing is, you were talking about Nunez and Holloway.
Oh, yeah.
Colby versus Usman's on that card.
That's a massive card. It really
is.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. I'll make my picks now. Nunez. Who's Holloway fighting again?
Volkanovski.
Yeah. Nunez, Holloway, Colby wins his, and John Jones is on that card?
No. He just announced.
I was going to say, goddamn.
Tonight. Yeah.
What's the other fight then?
Those are the three big ones.
Okay.
Do you want the
I
other?
definitely pick Holloway, Nunez, and wow, I'm really spacing out here.
Kamaru. So I'm going to say Nunez wins. I agree.
Colby.
I'm going to say Holloway wins. I agree. And I'm going to say the Colby fight doesn't happen because Kamaru gets busted for PEDs.
Ah, well, if that's a Colby win no matter what then, because if they do fight, my money's on Colby, for sure. Is Nunez fighting Durandamy, at 135 or 145? I thought it was 35.
You're right about it'd be 45, right?
It could be either because Nunez is
35.
champ.
It says on.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I don't think Durandamy wanted to fight at 145.
Okay.
I hate Durandamy, so I'm really looking forward to Nunez beating the dog shit out of that horse-faced.
She's the one that was cheap against Holly Holmes, right?
Yeah, and it's taken about 2.5, 3 years for her to get her comeuppance, but it's coming.
Dude, this was always my dream. Whenever I saw, like, even back in the day, like some asshole was a jerk, like give him a title shot, let Chuck Liddell have at him, because that guy will put him to sleep. And like Durandamy, I'm with you. She's one of my least favorite. Amanda Nunes is going to take care of it, but I'd feed her to John Jones for all I care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. For real, yeah, I would be fine watching her be assaulted. I hate that woman so much. Like
I'm with you.
I would be okay if it was a situation like when Jorge Masvidal beat that guy up at the press conference after the fight.
Leon Edwards, yeah.
If Jorge happens to be around after the fight, hands behind his back, and Durandamy bucks at him, and he just unleashes one of those elbows he hit Diaz with, then I won't. Dude, I won't say a word.
I just happened to catch that. Why am I spacing? Masvidal was interviewing JRE today. It happened like 8 months ago or something.
Yeah,
and his story was fucking hilarious to me because he's like, Leon Edwards asked me when we were gonna fight. I started to tell him. He told me to shut up. So I went over to him, and I feared for my life. I was scared. My hands were behind my back. I was defenseless. There was nothing I could do but hit him 4 times. Are you fucking kidding me? He's like, he had all these hooligans around him. I was concerned. It's like
there was a writer from ESPN, and there was this lady passing by, and I believe that his elderly father was there too. And he made a move toward me. And I think that was his breath. I think he was inhaling.
Like, it
looked very offensive. And Masvidal just hands come from behind his back and just starts going fucking ape shit on this guy.
He's pretending he's handcuffed. Like, oh yeah, can't get me. I'm a little concerned. There's no handcuffs on.
Beat the shit out of him. Masvidal's fighter of the year, man. I hope he wins it. He deserves it. He's fighter of the year. I mean, well, it could be Cejudo. It could be Nunez, and it could be Jones. He fought a lot. All right, he did.
What did he get? 3 decision wins though.
He's going to fight 4 times this year.
Oh, is that right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you win 4. Decisions or split decisions or not, you win 4 fights in the UFC in 1 year after being off for that long and then coming right back. Might be fighter of the year, but my money would go to Jorge just on entertainment value. He's been the most entertaining out of all of them for me with that Askren KO, and I love Askren, but goddamn,
he's fought twice this year.
Oh, just twice, so 3 for the year then.
Yeah, it might be 4 times within a year because he fought December 29th.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm counting that then. Come on, give me the 2 days.
I hear you. But yeah, so this will be his third. Oh, I'm not even sure it'll be this year. He just announced the fight. I don't get the date.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think those are the contenders for fighter of the year. Cejudo obviously winning 2 belts and coming back against Dominic Cruz, I believe it was, really convincingly in that really crazy fight, the championship fight.
Who'd he beat?
Yeah, maybe it wasn't. I don't know that weight class's fighters very well. I don't care about that weight class, frankly. Cejudo's the most interesting thing in it, and he's the only interesting thing in it, you know. Especially with Mighty Mouse gone. I'd love to see just him and Mighty Mouse fighting every 3 months forever. Let's just do that. Keep rolling it back.
Dillashaw.
Oh, yeah, that was a good win. But there was another one where he came back.
Yeah, Morales is the one you're thinking of.
Morales, that's the one, yeah, for sure. And then Nunez taking Cyborg apart. And I think she also beat Holly in the same year. So that's super duper impressive. Not so much for Holly, but Cyborg and the way she took Cyborg down. That wasn't some 5-round point fight where she like danced around and ran from Cyborg. She out Cyborg. She mauled her and just hit her with bombs like you've never seen in that weight class.
Holly Holmes has
a
weird career. Like she has a Chris Weidman career, right? Some really impressive wins and some really nice losses in there. Mm-hmm. You know, she lost to some quality opponents. She looked pretty good prior to the knockout. You know, there's a lot of parallels with her and Chris Weidman.
Yeah, but she's a fan favorite, and they just keep bringing her back. I don't know how many she's lost at this point. No. Like out of her last 5, it's 4.
Look her up. It's not good.
It's not good. Like I bet her last 10 is probably something like 6 or 7 losses.
She's another one that I look at for PEDs a lot.
Yeah, you don't like her big pussy.
I don't say not like your phrasing is off.
I don't like the look of that big cunt you have there.
No. I'm totally fine with the look of it. I'm just suspicious of its development. Yeah, but she 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses out of her last 7.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's no good.
Right.
You know, Connor's coming back soon. I think
interesting fighter. It's hard to tell though. All he does is like pretend to take fights.
He says that he's said yes twice, but I believe him because here's the thing. There was a time, obviously, when if he said yes, they were like, all right, yeah, fill in, get in there, go. But he's such a big name now, and he gets whatever his contract is, God knows. Like he's getting such a big piece of the pie that they need like 3 months to promote this guy to get their money's worth out of him, I think.
And he's good at it. Right? Like half of the value that Connor brings is the media tour.
So whenever somebody drops out, like I think there's been twice, he says there's twice where like fighters have dropped out and he's been like, hey, I'll jump in. And they were like, no,